Funding provided by Musco Lighting, the sports lighting specialist, providing lighting systems for you, your project, and your community.
The Pella Roll Screen Foundation is a proud supporter of Iowa PBS. Pella Windows and Doors strives to better our communities and build a better tomorrow.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. For more than 80 years, Fairway has been proud to be an active part of the communities we serve. Learn more at fairway.com.
Across Iowa, hundreds of neighborhood banks strive to serve their communities, provide jobs, and help local businesses. Iowa banks are proud to back the life you build. Learn more at iowabankers.com.
Welcome back to downtown Des Moines for Game 2 of our Girls State Championship basketball tripleheader on this Super Saturday, the last day of the regular season. Hello again, everybody. I'm Paul Yeager. I'm high off the floor, but in one of the best seats of the house right here. It is our second night of live coverage right here at Wells Fargo Arena. We are broadcasting to every corner of our great state on Iowa PBS. Last night, trophies were handed out in classes 5A and 3A. Now, 4A was just decided in overtime. I'll be back in a little bit with halftime highlights and features from our sports desk. But first, let's head courtside to Brad Wells and Ellie Ruffridge for their call of the 2A state championship.
Thank you very much, Paul. The top two teams in Class 2A will go head-to-head. Central Lyon unbeaten, but the Lions are the 2 seed. Dike New Hartford 25-1. They are the two-time defending champs and back in the championship game as they are taking on Central Lyon, last year's runner-up, which means this is a rematch, Ellie, of that championship game. Both teams have been here before. One looking for revenge, the other one looking for another title.
I'm really looking forward to this game, Brad. I've been on both sides of this game, the losing side and the winning side of a state championship game. There's a lot of anticipation, a lot of emotions going on with these two teams. We got a fun one coming up.
All right, let's learn more about these two teams and what they will bring to the table as the Lions, unbeaten on the year. Addison close to Bohr, headed to South Dakota. She is leading the way. 20 points in the semifinals, 30 points in the quarterfinal round win. 8 3-pointers in a single game. This is a team that likes to roll. Meanwhile, for Dike New Hartford, two-time defending champs, returned 3 starters from last year's team. The top 2A defense. They will play gritty. They are tough. And there's a couple of Peterson sisters on this team. 4 of them average 12 or more points per game. Peyton Peterson leads the way already, the career leader in points and rebounds. She has another year left. Let's send it across the court. Tim Fitzpatrick is our public address announcer.
Fans, each year at the state basketball tournament, the Iowa Bankers Association presents a Student Athlete Achievement Award to a student athlete in each class who excels in the court, in the classroom, and in their community. The recipients receive a $1,000 scholarship to the college of their choice. The 2023 Student Athlete Achievement Award winner for Class 2A is Carly Jansen of Pocahontas Area High School. Carly's parents are Dawn and Chris Jansen. Presenting the award is Stephen Beatty from Avila Bank in Pocahontas. Congratulations, Carly, on receiving this scholarship, and thank you to Stephen from Avila Bank in Pocahontas and the Iowa Bankers Association for their sponsorship of this award. The The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to just enjoy the game.
Central Lion fans, let's hear it for your Lions.
For fans, let's hear it for your Wolverines.
All right, it's time to introduce the players in today's 2A championship matchup. First of all, here are your non-starters. For the visiting team, the Central Lyon Lions. Number 5, Ashlyn Murray. Number 13, Mariah Gerleman. Number 15, Cadence Boonder. 21, Alexis Austin. 25, Kaylee Floyd. 31, Ashlyn Davis. 33, Danica Hugendorn. 35, Georgie Odekoven. 43, Cheyenne Struckman. And 51, Aubrey Metzger. Your assistant coaches, Greg Town and Jared DeBay. And now let's meet your non-starters. For the home team, the Dike New Hartford Wolverines. Number 5, Izzy Norton. Number 21, Lucy Barney. Number 23, Maddie Buskell. 31, Sylvie Fuller. Number 33, Shelby Ort. Number 35, Mariah Ash. Number 41, Indy Grassley. Number 51, Macy Graves. Number 53, Miranda Tyler. And number 55, Macy Mrachek. Your assistant coaches, Matt Dove, Ashley Benninga, Craig Chapman, and Danielle Craig. And now, let's meet your starters for this 2A championship. For Central Lyon at guard, a senior number 3, Afton Schlumbaum. For Dike New Hartford at guard, a junior number 3, Jaded Peterson. For the Lions at guard, a senior number 11, Addison Klosterberg. For the Wolverines at guard, a senior number 11, Camille Landfair. For Central Lyon at forward, a senior number 23, Dion Jansma. For Dike New Hartford at center, a senior number 13, Ellery Knock. For the Lions at center, a junior number 41, Tessa Hugendorn. For the Wolverines at forward, a junior number 15, Marin Bixby. And for Central Lyon at forward, a junior number 45, Riley Weiler. For Dyke New Hartford at forward A, junior number 25, Peyton Peterson. Head coach for Central Lyon, Heather Grafing. For Dyke New Hartford, Bruce Dahl. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you our officials for today's 2A championship as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Ray Wilden, Jeff Horst, Mark Gassman, and bench official Steve Schultz. All right, who's ready to win a state championship?
These two teams have been here before. Central Lyon unbeaten on the season. Let's take a look at our keys to the game. How do they stay unbeaten after this title game?
If you're a Central Lyon, you want to have ball pressure on Dyke New Hartford. Do not let them get going in transition, and also match their intensity. Both teams have been here before. It's who's going to have the most intensity and energy at the end of the game.
Right.
And then on the other hand, you have Dyke New Hartford. And we were talking to Coach Dahl, and he said what's really going to come down to their success is executing every possession and also being able to make those adjustments in this game.
Two Wiley head coaches. You saw Coach Dahl and Grafing shake hands. They met last year in the championship game. And Coach Grafing also at George Little Rock lost in the semifinals to AGWSR, led by Bruce Dahl back in 2009 as the Wolverines will get the opening possession. Championship game a season ago. 59-52 was the final. Came down to that fourth quarter. First shot away from Knock, and you're going to see a lot of offensive rebounds from this Wolverines team. Jaden Peterson gets the first. As this Dyke New Hartford team, Ellie, they work so hard on the boards.
They really do. They have this killer mentality, and you're going to see that, especially coming from Jaden Peterson. She had a triple-double last night in that semifinal game. She's going to be all over the boards. So if you're Central Lyon, you got to find her and box her out.
Both the Peterson sisters, Peyton Peterson averages 10 rebounds per game, had 19 rebounds in that double-double yesterday. Jaden Peterson averages over 9 rebounds. Both just about average a double-double. Central Lyon. Hugendorn out to Weiler. Stripped away from Weiler in a battle. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Central Lyon. You see Dyke New Hartford head coach Bruce Dahl in his 28th year of coaching basketball, his 12th at Dyke New Hartford. He is an Iowa Girls High School Athletics Union Hall of Famer, inducted in 2020. Camille Landfair with a basketball. She's going to go to the University of Northern Iowa and play soccer. One of a few Division I athletes we'll speak of throughout the broadcast tonight. Here's Jaden Peterson. Kicking back to Marin Bixby. And a three-pointer.
And that was excellent patience right there by Dyke New Hartford. They fumbled the ball a little bit early on in the possession, but they stayed composed. And that's what you're going to see a lot from both of these teams. They've both been in this situation.
Afton Schlumbub took an extra step. This is a senior for Central Lyon that does a lot. As you see Heather Grafing in her 8th year at Central Lyon. 15th season of coaching girls basketball. Loves the effort that her girls bring on a daily basis. And stepping out of bounds is Jaden Peterson.
You mentioned Afton Schlumbum. I really like her game. She's a savvy point guard for Central Lyon, sees the floor well, and is a really excellent floor general.
Schlumbum will study something with medicine, wants to get into the medical field, is undecided on where she will go next year, and undecided on if she will play basketball. Desta Hugendorn wants to play college basketball. a volleyball basketball player, and puts the Lions on the board. There's a steal by Schlumbum. Ahead to Weiler. Nice feed. Hugendorn to finish.
Central Lions sharing the ball right there, making the extra pass.
And that's last touch by Dyke New Hartford. Great defense there by Weiler. There's that defensive awareness by Schlumbum. Good unselfish play by the Lions as they strike back after Dyke New Hartford jumps out to a 5-0 lead.
Dyke New Hartford sitting in a 2-3 zone. But that, if you're Central Lion, you got to penetrate the gaps, move the ball, and even find some penetration on the baseline.
Something we noticed from Dyke New Hartford in the semifinals, Ellie, they challenge every single pass, and their length can be a problem on opposing team's offensive end of the floor. Here is Peyton Peterson inside, so strong and physical. Does a great job of getting good position inside.
She does, and that's one thing Coach Dahl mentioned about her improving her game from last year to this year. She's so well balanced. She's worked on her flexibility as well as her footwork, and you're seeing that as she gets the ball down low.
Saw another basket from Hugendorn. The assist from Schlumbum. That's what she does. She'll get in the paint and distribute. Rebound to Addison Clostebor. And here comes Schlumbum attacking. Clostebor unable to hit her first shot of the game. Peterson trying to feed inside to Peterson. Another steal for Schlumbum. And that's part of every pass being challenged. Jaden Peterson finishes for two. Dyke New Hartford this last fall, Ellie was in the championship game of the state volleyball tournament. Here's Clostebor trying a three-point shot. Hugendorn has it ripped away from inside by Peyton Peterson. Dyke New Hartford was going for a three-peat at the volleyball state championships. Lost in that championship game to Western Christian, a team they beat back in 2021. Now here we are in basketball. They're going for a three-peat, facing the team they defeated a year ago in the championship game in Central Lyon.
So Western Christian beat them this year, got revenge on them for Dyke New Hartford beating them the previous year. And we're in the same situation. Central Lyon trying to get revenge on Dyke New Hartford, and that's what Addison Clostebor told us when we were interviewing her. She's all about revenge. She had this date circled in her calendar, as well as watched last year's 2A state title game.
She's gone back, watched the film, evaluated things. They have been locked in and trying to get back. Last year was their first trip back to the state tournament since 2015. Central Lyon won a Class 2A state title back in 2012 when they beat Newell Fonda.
And we also talked, there's some good positive vibes going on if you're from Central Lyon, because their boys team will be here next week and they're the #1 seed.
#1 overall seed. They're planning on trips down. I asked the girls as Peyton Peterson puts another basket in. I said, when's their first game? They're like, I have no idea. Let me get through Saturday first, and then I'll figure out. They did say they're coming down to support the boys because the boys have done a fantastic job of supporting them all season long and making the trips down to Des Moines.
And that has to be really fun, not only playing here, but also being able to support your classmates, because it's such a fun environment to make it down here.
Here's Clostebor, a jab step, pull-up jumper. Tough fadeaway, rolls off the rim. Peyton Peterson with the rebound. And there's a tip pass. Hugendorn, the steal. And the left-handed lay-in rolls off the rim, and a foul on Clostebor.
You gotta love the effort right there by Desta. She's going all at that ball, unable to finish right there. But that's what you gotta do if you're up there pressuring that ball.
There's another look. Ellery Knock took quite the shot. Knock will play basketball at William Jewell next year, the 6'1" senior. Has been to the state tournament all 4 years of her career. It's a pass ahead to Austin. And that's a takeaway by Bixby. Interesting talking to the girls too. The state tournament here that the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union operates is so memorable. Peyton Peterson, another two. She's having another memorable trip down here. Ellery Knock, I asked her, what's your first memory of the state tournament? She said, I saw Grace Berg of Indianola score 40 points in a game. She's like, I knew right then I wanted to try and get to the state tournament. And a traveling violation called on Schlumbum inside.
And those are things that you remember as a little girl coming to the state tournament. You dream of playing in big games like this. You remember players like Grace Berg or Caitlin Clark, whoever it was, and you look up to them. You want to be in this situation. And both teams told us when we were interviewing them that their goal is to raise a state championship trophy at the end of this.
Both have been in this championship game before. Dyke New Hartford defeating Central Lyon a year ago. The Wolverines also took down Maquoketa Valley back in 2021. Schlumbum's pass tipped away. Now in the lane. Final 30 seconds of our first quarter. Central Lyon trying to find an answer. The takeaway by Bixby. The lay-in will not fall, and Hugendorn clears the rebound. Ahead to Schlumbum, 3-on-2. Shot does not fall, and it's last touch by Dyke New Hartford. So 9 on the clock. Schlumbum will fire the three, and it's good. Schlumbum's 12th made three-pointer of the season. Makes it a 4-point game.
I don't think there was a Dyke New Hartford player anywhere near her when she shot that ball.
It's a full court pass that goes out of bounds. I don't think anybody touched it. I think Central Lyon will get to inbound it right in front of the Dyke New Hartford bench here. See if they get one more shot off.
Central Lyon's going to look to get it to Addison right here to get her going leading into the second quarter.
Schlumbum gets the ball, just a couple seconds on the clock. That's not off in time. And so it's a 4-point lead for Dyke New Hartford as we send it up top. Paul Yeager is standing by here in Wells Fargo Arena.
Thank you, Brad and Ellie. Appreciate it. You know, this game last year, we were in the middle of a tornado warning around here. So this game, just to be able to watch it, everybody here not focused, off to a good start so far if you're cheering for Dyke New Hartford. How did those two teams get here? Let's find out from the semifinals from earlier in the week. Here is a look at some of those highlights in the Central Lyon Pocahontas area game. It was, well, you've seen Clostebor shoot the ball well early in this tournament, struggling so far, no points in that first quarter. Schlumbum gets it to Hugendorn, and that's one way Central Lyon was able to get over Pocahontas area and get the 21-point win. Dyke New Hartford had to work really hard against Sibley Ocheyedan. The Generals from Northwest Iowa came to play. They cut it to 1 in the fourth quarter late, but it was a little too much Peyton Peterson as Peterson would continue to dominate. She had a triple-double in that 61-56 win. Let's see how this rest of this final plays out here in Class 2A. Brad?
Thank you very much, Paul. I was going to avoid the tornado warning. It's a beautiful 50 degrees here in Des Moines. 7-mile-an-hour breeze. No tornado warning or watch or anything in sight. We are safe to broadcast the Lions and the Wolverines. These guys are trying to get on the flex cam here, Ellie. Dyke New Hartford, a good first quarter. 13-9, 6 points from Peyton Peterson. And 4 points from Jaden Peterson, the twin sisters, the two juniors leading the way early on.
Yeah, they've proved to us this entire tournament, and even in years prior, that they can fill the stat sheet.
For Central Lyon, Hoogendorn leading the way with 6 points, 3 for 5, and her defense has been disruptive as well. There's Schlumbum looking for it inside. Kicks it out, firing the shot. Jansma, offensive rebound, put back by Schlumbum, no. Here's Jaden Peterson. Rebounding is pretty even so far between these two teams. That's where Dyke New Hartford has really been able to assert their strength as Knock buries the basket.
Central Lyon just overcommitting to the ball, leaving Knock wide open to knock down that three. You got to play gaps if you're Central Lyon.
Post the board from the corner. Yes.
And that's who you want to start feeling it if you are Central Lyon. Addison Klosterboer has had one heck of a tournament.
After the quarterfinal round game when she put 30 points up on the board, and Ellie, she tied your state tournament record, 8 made 3-pointers here. She said, when I saw that first one go in, I knew the hoop was gonna feel big today.
And she averages 4 3-pointers a game. And what really sets her apart is she's not only a great catch and shooter, but she is able to create shots for herself. And you're gonna see her have a lot of success at the next level. She's going to South Dakota to play. She can use jab steps, hit step back shots. Really impressive with her craftiness.
Hoogendorn with that last basket. She joined Klosterboer on the all-tournament team a season ago. Jaden Peterson has been on the last 2 all-tournament teams. Peyton Peterson has been the captain of the last 2 all-tournament teams. Takes it to the rim and finishes, and she has 8 points.
Central Lyon taking their time, moving the ball around. Look for some reversals.
Through the hands of Hoogendorn. Now Schlumbum drives. The layup does not fall. Strong rebound grabbed by Knock. Landfair down to Knock in the corner. And Schlumbum the rebound. Both of these teams, everybody's so good at handling the basketball. Blocking foul is called on the drive, and we'll have 2 free throws as Jaden Peterson is going to get whistled for the foul. Pretty clean first half of play defensively. Just our 3rd foul between both teams.
Yes, and I would say too that both teams, 1 through 5, they're both fundamentally sound. I mean, you could have your 5 dribble the ball down the court. I mean, your point guard, it doesn't matter who's dribbling the ball down the court. They all have handles. They all can shoot the ball. So I'm really impressed with both teams.
Both teams' guards go inside, can post up. Here's Jaden Peterson. She likes that lower block. Peyton Peterson's putback does not fall. Jaden rolls off the rim, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Speaking of height, Jaden is a little bit shorter than her sister Peyton.
Listed at 5'8",
but
correct.
Peyton did say yesterday when we were interviewing her that her sister plays tall. She likes to get in there, get rough and tough with the bigs.
So she thinks she's 6 foot. She plays like she's 6 foot.
I love it.
Uses her body really well, though, down around the rim. That skill is going to serve her well when she plays volleyball, planning to play volleyball at the University of Northern Iowa for her mom, Bobby Peterson, who was an Iowa girl legend in her own right. State champion for Dyke New Hartford, and a legend at the University of Northern Iowa as a player and now a longtime head coach. Bobby Becker was her name back in the 80s. Closerbord comes up with the takeaway.
Peterson just got a little unbalanced right there. Didn't really have anywhere to go. Ended up forcing a turnover right there.
Schlumbum drives, kick out. Good look for Closerbord. Rolls off the rim, and Peterson another rebound. Peyton Peterson guarded loosely by Hugendorn. Now Bixby, a junior, averages over 11 points a game. Here's Peterson, the and one opportunity. Foul's going to be called on Jansma.
Dyke New Hartford, they're executing. They're playing with poise and patience. And when you get the ball into the middle of the floor, you have a lot of options. You have kickouts, you have drives to the basket. Jordan Peterson able to knock that layup down.
That was part of how she uses her body well. They said she contorts her body in a way and still has control somehow. Jaden Peterson, 15 points, 17 rebounds in the semifinal win. 12 points, 12 rebounds in the quarterfinal round win for Dyke New Hartford. Schlumbum, the easy finish. And a carry called on Ellery Knock, and the Lions will get it back with 3:04 to play. Head coach Heather Grafing looking to dial up a basket, get a little run going here for the Lions, and trail it by 7. Heather Grafing, a George Little Rock grad, played college ball at Northwestern College. Underneath legendary head coach Earl Roodstra. She was a national runner-up as a freshman, a national champion as a sophomore for Northwestern College.
And it's funny because she's been in these high-pressure championship situations, but she's more nervous as a coach than she was playing.
She totally admits it too.
She does. She's a nervous wreck when she coaches these games because she wants it so bad for her players, because she remembers what it felt like when she won it as a player.
Hugendorn misses the shot after the step through. Offensive rebound, no. Peyton Peterson, strong rebound. Now a baseball pass from Knock ahead to Bixby. And a 2-point bucket for Bixby. Dyke New Hartford up 9. Schlumbum kicks it back, 3-point try. Jansma, yes.
Great find right there by Afton. I told you earlier that she has great court vision, but that was a really good decision by her, not forcing a bad shot, finding an open teammate.
Jan Jansma, second most made threes on the team. Had 32 made triples coming into the state tournament. Jaden Peterson into double figures with 10 points. Joins Hugendorn in the double-figure club. Schlumbum steps into the 3. Peterson, the rebound, dribbles into the corner, is in trouble. Baseball passes it ahead to Bixby, but over the head of everybody. And Central Lyon gets it back. Substitutions, Austin and Floyd into the game for the Lions. And Maddie Buskell checks back out as Landfair is on the floor. Starters on the floor for Dike New Hartford. 3 starters on the floor for Central Lyon.
We're seeing some action here in the middle with 2 bigs interchanging, maybe looking for high-lows. But then you have Afton, who continues to try and find something, little gaps by attacking, trying to get some easy points with layups. Just nothing there in that possession.
Landfair feeds it inside. Peterson, shot does not fall. 35 seconds to go here in this second quarter. Close to Bohr, rocks into a 3. Now Dike New Hartford may work for the last shot here with an 8-point lead.
You think they're gonna look inside?
They get so many points in the paint. I absolutely think they'll get it inside. And then they kick it outside. 3-point try, yes! Bixby from long distance.
They can do both. Work it inside, work it outside, as they take the momentum at half.
32-21 is the score here at the half. Let's take another look. Everybody thought it was going to go inside, except the 5 on the floor, and Bixby was there ready for it. Let's send it up top. Paul Yeager.
All right,
enjoying this one.
I am. I'll tell you what, this one's been fun to watch because actually all the first quarters have been a little slow. The second quarters have been fantastic. That one did not disappoint. We're going to talk to Bruce Dahl, head coach of Dike New Hartford right now. Coach, that last play, is that how that was drawn up?
Exactly the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. No, I think the key thing there is we got the last shot before, so they didn't. So, yeah, it just fell in their hands, and Martin's capable of shooting those shots.
All right, so it looks like you're getting behind that defense of Central Lyon. Was that part of the game plan? Is that an overcommit that the defense doing? What's happening right there?
Well, we're bringing our posts out, and we're having more lanes and more working space within the lane. So with Peyton Peterson out, she's able to cut to the basket rather than just sitting on the block and everybody collapsing and there being no room. So, that's part of what she's doing. And then when she does post up, the post up comes when she dribbles in and then has her back to the person, and then she can make her move on a spin move.
Percentages sometimes hold in basketball more times than not. You're at 57%. Of course you'd like to keep that, but Central Lyon, how do you keep them from getting past that 30% threshold in the second half?
Well, it's way beyond me when you're percentage talking here. All I can tell you is we take it one possession at a time. No, I get the percentage parts, but we're just, we're taking it one possession at a time, and we're going to, keep the game plan. We're going to stay tight on 11 and not let 23 hurt us, and keep an eye on 41 and all that stuff. So, the girls are executing right now, and so we're going to, just keep doing what we're doing here.
Coach, it gives us something to talk about with stats. Appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
You bet.
All right. That's Bruce Dahl, head coach at Dike New Hartford, who the last couple of years hasn't had a chance to do that halftime interview because of strange circumstances. But let's go back down to the court now and more of the pageantry here of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union tournament.
Des Moines, Iowa, March 10th, 1973. The final round of the Iowa Girls High School Basketball Tournament. Hi, everybody. I'm Jim Zabel, and I'll have the pleasure of narrating and commenting on one of the big athletic attractions in the entire Midwest, and certainly eagerly awaited by the 15,000 fans filing into Veterans Auditorium right now. The championship game between Mediapolis, the #1 rated team in Iowa girls basketball all season, with a record of 30-0, against a team that has come out of Central Iowa to capture the imagination of all of these fans, the fastest teams we've ever seen in girls basketball. 8-0.
The year was 1973. The United States Armed Forces were leaving Vietnam. Senate Watergate hearings were just beginning. The Exorcist was terrifying moviegoers across the country, while Tony Orlando and Dawn told the world to tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. The Mediapolis girls basketball team entered the 1972-73 season as the prohibitive favorites to win the state tournament. They started the year as the state's top-ranked team, and after suffering a heartbreaking loss in the second round of the 1972 state tournament quarterfinals, were determined to bring home the coveted state championship trophy. The Bullets mowed down their opposition in the regular season, winning all but one game by 11 or more points. After rolling through regional play, Mediapolis was a heavy favorite to win the tournament. The Bullets routed Clay Central 91-41 and stopped 7th-ranked Colfax 90-68 behind 72 points from sophomore superstar and future Hall of Famer Deb Coates. The semifinals saw defending champion Roland Story give Mediapolis all they could handle. The Norsemen led early in the fourth quarter before a late rally propelled the Bullets into the finals with a 67-57 victory. The championship game pitted Minneapolis against another unbeaten foe in Adele. It was the guard play of Marcia Neal, Rhonda Meeker, Susie Schofield, Coral Sherween, and Ann Wilson that bottled up Adele's high-scoring forward court, holding them to just 22% shooting. The Mediapolis forward court, led by Deb Coates and Heather and Diane Tucker, shot 68% for the game as the Bullets completed their perfect season with a 68-51 victory over Adele. The state championship was the second in school history for Mediapolis and their legendary coach, Vernon Bud McLaren. The 1973 state title was the last that Coach McLaren would win. The longtime coach led the Bullets to 21 state tournament appearances, including an unprecedented streak of 12 consecutive trips to Veterans Auditorium. Coach McLaren passed away in 1999, and the Mediapolis gym floor, where he compiled an amazing record of 333 wins with just 8 losses, is named in his honor. Let's welcome this year's state tournament honor team back to Des Moines. Presenting the 1973 girls state basketball champions, the Mediapolis Bullets. Heather Heddens, Diane Tucker Powers, Coral Shireen Pilling, Susie Schofield Hartman, Jackie Shaw Smith, Chris Belknap Mummy, Chris Rules, Rita Goffner Krager, Nancy Horn Kester, Lynn Baker Egan, and assistant coach Earl Traxell. Congratulations and welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Tournament. You still want me.
Mediapolis became a girls basketball powerhouse in the 1960s and 70s. Girls of all ages in the small southeast Iowa community aspired to be part of that tradition of success. And the 1972-73 season was certainly a dream come true.
All right, this is the moment we've been waiting for, and the ball is put in play. In the forecourt of the Gals in Light, that's Mediapolis. Underneath, Debbie Coates. Debbie Coates makes it 2-0 in favor of Mediapolis.
My name's Heather Heddens. I was a senior on the 1973 Mediapolis Bullet Championship team.
I'm Diane Tucker Powers, and I was a senior forward.
I'm Coral Shireen Pilling. I was a senior guard.
Coach McLaren kind of kept this thing building and went to state like, 15, 16 times in a row, and it's just something I wanted to be. I wanted to play ball. I wanted to be a Mediapolis Bullet and be like those women. My mom made me a little orange basketball outfit I had my high tops and I had a basketball and I was carrying a pennant that said, Future Mediapolis Bullet 1969 to 73, we hope. And so it was just what I wanted to do, and what, you just admired those girls that played.
We knew we were going to make it. We played hard. Coach was amazing, coach. We knew that if we would follow his leading, he would get us there because he was so brilliant.
Pass by, my God, we ran that drill every day.
That drill and tiger drill and you would think you wouldn't, with that many seniors on your team, that you wouldn't still be working on fundamentals, but we were. That was what made us who we are as basketball players. We were fundamentally sound. I think that was always apparent when we played some other teams.
We were well known for not letting the other team have many points. We were very good defensively and getting the ball up the court and giving it off to the people who would score.
Tucker underneath, Coates again, and 4 straight field goals for amazing Debbie Coates.
I think people think of the 1973 Mediapolis team. Everybody kind of mentions Deb Coates was our sophomore phenom, and people got so they had to decide they had to guard her and not us. And Diana and I started looking at Deb through this. Here's Deb and 3 people standing like this around her, yet we would get her the ball and she'd score 72 points. She had a perfect turnaround jump shot. It was unstoppable. And it was fun. It was just fun.
Yeah.
We didn't mind not scoring the basket when you have somebody that's going to score 72 points. So.
A lot of the teams that we played had very small gyms. A couple of them we played up on a stage, and that was where the basketball gym floor was.
You're focused on, the other people on your team and the coach, and you turn everybody else out. So, it was exciting to be there. It was a bigger court than we were used to, but we all worked together and we continued to do what we were supposed to do.
Because it would get a little loud in beds. Back in the day, every seat was always taken during 6-on-6
always a sellout.
Tournaments. It was a sellout.
Mediapolis on its way to the state championship. And there's a little icing on the cake. A final jump shot there by Karen Peterson puts it through, and the final score is Mediapolis 68. Adele, 51.
Euphoria. Yes.
Right.
We did it. We did it.
Elated,
This is great.
And that's when you notice the crowd. We had a great community following. Mm-hmm. And you purposely tried to shut all of that out so that you could stay focused and do your best. But at the point the buzzer went off at the end of the game, that's when you notice everybody from town is there and cheering you on, and it was just the greatest feeling.
One of the highlights to me of the game was when Coach got his red coat. That was something that I was proud of.
I was too.
What was neat was when you went away to college or whatever, and you'd say you were from Mediapolis. Oh, did you play basketball? And it was a nice way to break the ice wherever you were going, because for years afterwards, people would remember Mediapolis, and it was a big thing.
You learned how to be a part of a team. You rely on your teammates, and they rely on you, and you all work together to accomplish something. I think that's a good recipe for being success in life.
We learned the fundamentals and the skills, but it's the teamwork and the ethics and how to work together. It was an invaluable experience playing for Mediapolis Bullets.
What a great time it has been in Mediapolis, and it's been fun to look back at that 50-year team. And it's a reminder that all of the halftime pageantry, awards, and special features are brought to you by your statewide television network, Iowa PBS. We cannot do this extensive coverage without the support from viewers like you. So please take a moment to call or go online and make a pledge right now to support Iowa PBS. You can do that a couple of ways. Get your phone out, scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen. Your support ensures we can continue this and other essential coverage for generations to come. And the generations, well, they enjoy good basketball, and so do we. This is how we have played. We're about halfway through now as we get to halftime of this middle game. It's been a good one so far between Central Lyon and Dike New Hartford. It is a lead right now for the Wolverines. We'll come back right after this.
Okay, let's go right up in here and start having some fun.
Such a thrill to be able to do this.
Recreation is the gateway drug to conservation.
How do you create that perfect straight edge? You can do anything. History is today. Chasing the American dream.
Experience something personal.
A place of imagination.
I can go anywhere I want to go.
You guys are just gonna love it.
An entertainment experience unlike anything.
There's something for everyone with Passport on the PBS Video app.
Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Rocky Mountain High.
Coming to Iowa PBS March 11th.
I took vows that will shape my life. We'd have skills, compassion, and dedication.
I can't do this. I promise you, you can. I just needed one familiar thing I could lean on, and it was you.
I am your midwife, and my overwhelming concern is for your well-being and for that of the baby.
Donatos Holt's midwife speaking.
Coming to Iowa PBS March 19th.
Again, part of that tradition that dates back 50 years is the halftime tuxedo sweep. This year, Ryan, Johnny, Alex, Drew, Aiden, JoJo, Lucas, and some kid named Noah from Ankeny High School were part of this tradition. Bill Bird has helped coordinate this for 3 decades, and he gets these guys ready to go. They bow, and that is part of the tradition that we see here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament. Been doing that for a long time as well. This game has slipped away a little bit for Dike New Hartford as they continue to hit. Let's see how they did it in our first half highlights, which have been put together here by our incredible crew from Iowa PBS all weekend long. Early on, Central Lyon was trying to get some outside shots to fall, but it was really Desta Hugendorn. They just kept finding Desta over and over again. An inside great steal there by Schlumbum. She runs the transition, the great bounce pass, textbook there, and the layup. It was 13-9 Dike New Hartford after the first quarter. Bixby, that's Marin Bixby. She'd go outside, then inside with Collect, and then she'll hit again from the outside right before half, just as Coach Dahl said it was drawn up before the break. And that is how our first half ended. We'll be right back after this and continue our halftime festivities.
Do you Snapchat? So does Iowa PBS. Add Iowa PBS or snap our code. Get live peeks at our productions as they happen in real time. See exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Connect with all our social networks at iowapbs.org/social.
Special programs, studio guests, and thank you gifts. Join Iowa PBS for Festival.
That way the flavors will marry nicely.
Doesn't that look good?
There's still places to discover.
It just absorbs you.
Get here fast.
That was a new experience.
We're just getting started. See more of Iowa PBS online. follow Iowa PBS on Instagram. Connect with us on all our social networks at iowapbs.org/social.
Back here at halftime of this Class 2A championship game, Dike New Hartford leads Central Lyon 32-21. Now, this is the 34th game of the state tournament this year. And from game one, every girl that played in the state tournament was featured in one way or another. Not just the program, but in the hallway. There is a look in the underside of the arena there, and there's this pink wall. So the team names are in white, and every player's name is listed that is on the roster. I cannot tell you how many times I saw that exact thing happen, where a young lady would trace, find her name, get a selfie, or get a group photo around that, all featuring the Iowa girls. So if you want to go see some of those images, hit that, search up that hashtag Iowa Girl, and you'll see what we are talking about. So this is a state basketball tournament that, again, each and every year, and we'll talk to Gene Berger at halftime of the next game and kind of find out some of these other twists. Another one has been about each team, whenever you win the state champ, or get to the state title, or we'll say it right, the state tournament, you have a t-shirt. There's the one from the Dragons. There's one from Bishop Heelan. There's a look at Xavier. All the team t-shirts were featured on the wall, so it's kind of fun to see those designs that many of the fans that wore. There's Ballard, West Marshall, Dowling Catholic. They don't always match the school colors, so you have to read real closely who it is that you're supporting. So the girls, and then look up above there. There's some high, large photos. That's in the locker room area. That's Benton running off as they get a chance to see themselves or see those past girls that have come before them in this state basketball tournament. Heather Grafing will be with us in just a moment as we take a look at this 2A tournament. Dike New Hartford had to play their conference rival, Appleton Parkersburg, in that game Tuesday night. Sibley Ochene from Northwest Iowa beat Regina out of Cedar Rapids. Central Lyon knocked out Panorama early. Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont was sent home by Pocahontas, and then we showed you the highlights of those semifinals. Dike New Hartford beat Sibley Ochene, good close game in that one, and then Pocahontas area was sent by the coach that's with us now, Heather Grafing. Coach, your over-under on sleep was 3 hours. How'd you do?
Maybe a little under, but feeling good.
All right, so in your film study, you clearly were able to pick up on Dike New Hartford. It looked like they were able to get behind your defense a little bit in that first half. How do you address that?
You know what? We just got to maybe pick them up a little bit earlier. We're letting them get settled in. We're letting them get where they want to go. We just got to play a little earlier defense right now.
Your shooters got to shoot. We talk about percentages in basketball. Eventually, they play out. I'm guessing you told your shooters to keep shooting, right?
Absolutely. We're taking really good shots. I like that we're getting inside the paint. We force them to have to hit some tough shots. We just got to stick with it right now and you know, get back on those boards, see if we can push, get back to Central Lyon basketball.
All right, I appreciate your time, Coach. Have fun in the second half.
Thank you.
All right, that's Heather Grafing, head coach at Central Lyon. And let's go back down to the court for the call of the second half game. Let's go back to Brad Wells and Ellie Ruffridge.
All right, thank you very much, Paul. Let's look at our first half statistics as Dike New Hartford shooting the ball well over 50% from the floor. 4 made triples, 50% from long range, and pretty even. The rebounding battle, a slight edge to Dike New Hartford, but that means the Central Lyon is matching their intensity going after those loose balls.
They are, and that's one of the keys that I had mentioned is if Central Lyon wants to make a run, they have to continue to match their intensity. And what I'm impressed with, Brad, too, is both of these teams like to get out and run. We're not seeing a lot of fast break points, transition points, so that's telling me that both teams have had a conversation of, hey, we got to get back and stop transition.
Desta Hugendorn leads the way, 10 points, 5 rebounds at halftime for Central Lyon. For Dike New Hartford, 10 points, 6 rebounds belongs to Jaden Peterson. Team high honors as Bixby and Peyton Peterson both with 8. And for Central Lyon, Afton Schlumbum, 5 points, 4 assists, 2 steals. He's been doing everything as the Wolverines have been able to keep Addison Clostebor fairly quiet. And Schlumbum quickly driving. There's a good look for Clostebor. And we have a jump ball. We do. Nice battle for the rebound by Dion Jansma as Jaden Peterson had the initial grab. The Central Lyon team felt like all season, getting to the championship game. Through the regular season, Ellie, they knew they were going to have a target on their back. And Coach Grafing, she saw an interview that a college coach did, and he said he asked his team, how do you eat an elephant? So I'm going to ask you, how do you eat an elephant?
How you eat an elephant is taking little bites. And what I mean by that is taking each possession at a time, not trying to do it all at once, all right? So Central Lyon still has plenty of time. Don't get too chaotic. Stay composed and controlled. Take this game little by little.
They used it on the season as a whole, one game at a time, one day at a time. Let's get better. They can apply that same mission to this second half here.
You say mission, right? So Central Lyon's team motto this year is a family on a mission, all right? And they had big expectations for themselves at the very beginning of the basketball season. And they are on a family on a mission to hopefully win this game.
Clostemore's pass taken away. Bixby with the steal. And Dyke New Hartford, two-time defending state champs in Class 2A, won in 2021 and defeated Central Lyon in 2022. The Lions looking for redemption here in this championship game in 2023. Jaden Peterson's been so strong inside.
So strong, so tough. She's able to just cut, move, dribble freely, go up strong right there.
Pushes the lead to 13. It's Dyke New Hartford's largest, and a much-needed basket there provided by Jansma. Talked about Division I athletes on the court. Camille Landfair with the ball will play soccer at UNI. Inside, Peyton Peterson has committed to play volleyball at Louisville, and she went through quite the recruitment process and certainly had some help with that as well.
I always find it interesting to hear the recruiting process and their experience. And I like to compare and contrast it to how my experience went. I got the opportunity to talk to Peyton Peterson, and she had a little bit more of a different experience than what I had, having her being able to talk to her mom. Her mom is at UNI coaching volleyball, and then she had two older sisters to help guide her to basically deciding to play volleyball at Louisville.
Decided to play volleyball. Her two sisters, also twin sisters, and they are in attendance here. As you see, Peyton and Jaden's sisters, Sydney on the left, Bailey on the right in the green. The mom, Bobby Peterson, head coach at the University of Northern Iowa, on the right. You got a household full of people that know recruiting, right?
They do. They have a go-get-it mentality, and this family likes to win. And Peyton told me making this decision to travel several hours away from home was not easy, but having her older sister, Sydney, who did make the decision to go to Texas and play, helped her basically kind of go out there and decide she wanted to go to Louisville and leave her sister. So
I was able to ask questions. What was it like leaving? What were you looking for? What kind of questions should I ask? A lot of great advice, and came back, played for the University of Northern Iowa, where you had Sydney and Bailey on the court at the same time. Used that COVID bonus year that I heard college coach asking you if you still got another year of eligibility left. You want to go back and play another year of college. Bobby looked nervous on that shot we showed you moments ago, too. She is very much like Central Lyon head coach Heather Grafing, a nervous wreck. Landfair fires the three and is going to have 3 free throws coming. Weiler thought she had a good, clean block.
Talked to Camille before this game, and she just said that she's really grateful to be here with her teammates. It's really unheard of to say that you're playing for a third straight championship when a lot of teams in the state of Iowa can't even say that they've earned a trip to the state tournament. So she's just embracing this moment. She loves her teammates, loves her coaches.
Camille Landfair at the free throw line in her 4th trip to the state tournament. Played when the team was here in 2020. Has a couple tattoos on her arm. Her grandma's signature's on her left arm, and her grandpa's birth flower is on her right arm. And Leland and Kathy Cook, Mimi as they call Kathy, awesome supporters of this team, make cinnamon rolls, bring them to the team. Had me really hungry when we were in that interview room after that semifinal win, Ellie. Central Lyon down 15, looking for a basket here to make a push and try and close this 3rd quarter strong. Jansma back to Klostebor. Now Schlumbum on the drive, gets the shot up, and a foul on the rebound. This may go on Hugendorn. And it does. Desta Hugendorn, Central Lyon's career leader in blocks, just a junior, by the way. At 6 foot tall, was on the all-tournament team a year ago. Averaged 12 points per game last season, averaging 15 this season. Season ago, hit a game winner in the quarterfinal round. There's a feed inside. Jaden Peterson finding all kinds of space underneath.
And she's always on the move. You cannot lose her. She's cutting to the basket. She's, I mean, your head has to be on a swivel if you're Central Lyon.
Foul called on Dyke New Hartford. And here's another look. Moving without the basketball, how important is that?
It's very important because, again, she was standing in the corner. Again, Central Lyon should have a little bit more ball pressure right there, making that pass inside difficult for her to see that option right there. But again, moving without the basketball is so important because, again, moving without the ball gives your team a chance to create an offensive opportunity just like she just did.
Might create an opportunity for yourself, but it might create something for your teammates as well. Move that defense around. There's Landfair, the runner, no. Inside, Peyton Peterson's put back. Attempt draws contact, and she'll go to the free throw line. As Desta Hugendorn called for the foul, and that is her 3rd personal foul. Peyton Peterson, 9 points, 4 rebounds. As you see, the 2 sisters, the mom, watching, talking through their nerves.
I know all about nerves being a sister. It's not easy.
It's easier to play than watch, isn't it?
It is easier to play. I've talked to my parents too, and it's not easy to sit and watch.
Schlumbum is in attack mode as Dyke New Hartford's done a really good job making things difficult for Addison Klostebor, the South Dakota recruit and signee, to get an open look, sometimes to even get the basketball on a trip down the floor.
Yeah, they're making it really difficult with her, really keen on her because, again, she leads the Central Lyon team. When she gets hot, she starts feeling it. I mean, that's a good sign if you're Central Lyon, and they have made it really difficult for her to even get into a flow offensively.
Klostebor just 5 points so far in this championship game. Put up a 30 spot in the quarterfinals, and then 20 points in the semis. It was a tough finish right there. How about Jaden Peterson, 2 more?
But again, even if you are Addison and you aren't getting your shots up, you can still do little things to make an impact on this game. Getting rebounds, passing the ball, getting steals.
Dion Jansma drills her 2nd 3 of the game. Bixby answers with a quick 2. Jansma's 3-point shooting's been a nice spark. She'll play volleyball at Dakota Wesleyan and study business marketing next year. Said it was a dream to come back to the state tournament, specifically this championship game. Schlumbum out to Klostebor. There's a good look, and she knocks it in, and then gets knocked to the floor. Just about had an opportunity for a 4-point play, but that's a big shot. Close to board finally gets a look here.
She does, and you know what they always say, shoot or shoot. Even though she's missed a few handful in this game, she's got the green light. She's gonna hit big-time shots like that because she's a big-time player.
And now a turnover after the 3 trims the Lions deficit down to down to 12. And a timeout taken by head coach Bruce Dahl. It is a full timeout with the Wolverines leading by 12. Let's check in with Central Lions head coach Heather Grafing, who's mic'd up.
Okay. There's a lot of time here now. Go back. You're doing a good job. Start playing Central Line basketball. We want to make sure we keep that pressure on them off the ball. Look to help. We cannot let her go that cherry pick stuff. You guys got to get back. It's a dead sprint. It's going to help if you put ball pressure on, though, so that she can't make it an easy throw. So it's as much this girl's fault as the girl in the back. So put pressure on. Defensively, keep doing what you're doing offensively. We're going to go one possession. We're going to go face. Listen up. We're going to go face. So, Addie, make sure you get the pass. Get it here. Hold that screen. Don't get in trouble there. You know, if you have the shot, take it. If not, go inside. Everything we want, second half here, we want it inside here. Understand? All right, let's go. So we are 9-9 sideline locked. We're going face till I tell you to get out of it. Defense, 1, 2, 3. Defense. Let's go.
Ellie, you mentioned ball pressure. Make those passes tougher. Just 2 minutes ago, coach saying that exact same thing.
Yeah, it's just as important if you're on the ball. You got to make it super difficult for that person trying to make that post entry pass. And again, if you get face cut to the basket, I mean, it's a two-way street here. If you're defending the ball and the girl cutting, you got to stop it somehow. And it starts with that ball pressure. And that's what she was saying in that huddle.
So final 2 minutes of the third quarter here in this Class 2A championship game. Central Lyon, unbeaten on the season, is down 12. Dyke New Hartford just 1 loss on the year. And that was to Bishop Garrigan, who we will see in the Class 1A championship game. Another bucket from Jansma. Jansma into double figures with 10 points. Here is Jaden Peterson once again getting to the lower block.
So she's just so good. The athleticism, again, being able to power up and just stay poised down low. Again, Central Lyon trying to get back to playing Central Lyon basketball.
Skip pass over to close to board and right back to Schlumbum. She will attack the rim. Around the rim it rolls. Peyton Peterson grabs the rebound. Both Peterson sisters will play Division I volleyball. Both just juniors. Peyton will play at Louisville. Jaden will play for her mom at UNI. Here's Peyton inside. The putback makes it a 14-point lead for the Wolverines. Final seconds of this third quarter. Here's Schlumbum. Close to board. Back to Schlumbum. Fakes the 3, now in the lane, off to glass, no. Jaden Peterson saves it, and that's how the third quarter comes to an end. Dyke New Hartford maintaining their double-digit lead as we get ready to move to the fourth quarter. As we are courtside here, Wells Fargo Arena. And these two teams, the top 2 seeds in Class 2A. This is a rematch of the championship game. She's Ellie Ruffridge, I'm Brad Wells. Ellie, Dyke New Hartford's been so good. Jaden Peterson is just having a monster game, and she's doing it inside.
She is, and she showed she can be a monster anywhere on the court. I mean, she's everywhere, everywhere. Inside, outside, on the defensive side. She's hard to stop.
Yeah, it's been a fun first 3 quarters. Still 8 minutes to go here, so don't go anywhere. Right now, we are going to take a look at some Ellie Ruffridge video, I believe. Let's take a look at Ellie Ruffridge as a Pocahontas Indians. You have been in this state championship game, Ellie. You know what it's like.
I do know what it's like. Both on the losing and the winning side. It's more fun to be on the winning side, and I got to experience it twice. Aww.
hugging your dad there at the end. Winning with a senior, and we were talking about mentors, right? And how so many of these young kids that are in the stands look up to get. Here's a young one looked up to you. And this was Night of the Notables, Ashlyn Davis. How about that?
That's
dress up as a superhero and you dress up as Ellie Ruffridge, right? Who did you look up to when you were at Pocahontas? Was there somebody when you were in grade school you looked up to?
I mean, you had like college players, Skylar Diggins, Maya Moore, Candace Parker. It's like, wow, I want to be her someday. But to be featured in Night of the Notables, that's usually like a Michael Jordan, Simone Biles type caliber athlete.
She's the Iowa girl, Michael Jordan. That's exactly who she is. Ellie Ruffridge, more points scored than any other player in Iowa basketball history. Those guys say it's Lions time. Thanking Hartford with a 14-point lead. Will they be able to hold on down the stretch and go for the three-peat? Thank you, Hartford in the white. State champs in 2021 and 2022 in basketball. Last year they beat the Central Lions team 59-52. Yeah, with PBS crew and Central Line, Dayton Hartford. They might call it the tornado warning game. As the feed inside, it's tipped away by Peyton Peterson. Just an all-out effort. So many of these athletes, LE2, this Class 2A field, multi-sport athletes. Peyton Peterson, volleyball, basketball, track and field, in band as well. You have a number of kids for Central Lyon. Afton Schlumbum, basketball, cross country, track and field. And a timeout taken by Central Lyon head coach Heather Drafing here. And with just 2 seconds up on the shot clock, it's just a 30-second timeout. Let's listen in.
Keep looking to attack. Make them right now. I feel like we're setting you there. They can put defense right on you. Get them off the move a little bit, right? So 55, open it up. Stay on the attack. Shot goes up. We drop in and go get it. Put it right back up. Sideline lock. All right, defense. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Shiz.
Just a reset here for Central Lyon. And so 2 seconds up on the shot clock. They'll try and get something.
See if they have Addison coming off of a screen, maybe a double screen, get her a look from three, or they go inside.
Hugendorn gets it right before the horn.
I like that look going inside. She's having a great game, Hugendorn. 14
points now to go along with 6 rebounds. Leading the Lions in scoring so far. Jansma also in double figures with 10. Peyton Peterson, her total now reaches 13 points.
When preparing for a team, there's usually 1 or 2 key players you got to key on. And Dyke New Hartford, again, mentioned Addison, but again, you can't lose track of Desta and Afton. There's other key players on the Central Lyon team who can make an impact.
Riley Weiler, the big basket. Central Lyon seems like they're just hanging around, staying within striking distance here. Peyton Peterson inside, through the hoop for 2. Back to a 14-point lead. You know, Ellie, Dyke New Hartford, this season was their first season in a brand new gymnasium, and they play on a college-size court. They say one, it benefits us conditioning-wise. I think it's tougher for other teams to come in here, but they're like, it's prepared us better, I think, for the state tournament.
Absolutely. They come in already having confidence, being down here multiple years in a row. But again, having that conditioning, I mean, they're prepared from day one.
Coach Dahl said it might have been Superintendent Justin Stockdale helping the officials out. He says they got plenty of space to run around and work out there. Mr. Stockdale do a little officiating of his own.
Some brains behind the project.
Absolutely.
Maybe designing some of the layout.
That's right, a little method to the madness. It's always good. There's Knock, tough, strong move. Peterson inside, not able to get the shot to the rim to reset the shot clock. So Central Lyon comes up with a stop defensively. As you see, Coach Dahl, Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Hall of Fame inductee back in 2020. Won a 1A state championship with AGWSR in 2009 and back-to-back state championships with Dyke New Hartford the last 2 years with this crew. So many familiar names. Hillary Knock, the senior, that'll go to William Jewell, played in 2020 as a freshman. She says you get more calm each game you play down here.
You do. The lights are brighter. It's louder.
The championship games are different, aren't they?
It is. There's a lot of excitement with your teammates, your coaches, but then the community you have standing behind you. There's just so much that goes into this game.
Peterson, the kick out. Great look for Bixby, and she buries the triple.
Bixby coming up big in this game. I've been really impressed with her game as well. You mentioned before that Central Lyon timeout, multi-sport athletes.
Yep.
And you're going to see with small schools, that's what they do. They play everything. They're involved in everything. And it's just super fun. Fun for these athletes to soak up all of that because they're teammates, probably in a lot of other sports as well. Building that team chemistry.
Addison close to Bohr at the free throw line. We're going to play basketball at South Dakota. Got a new pair of shoes for the state tournament. She is a shoe buff. Talking to her teammates today. That's the one thing we can't mess with Addison is her sneakers. And her shoes have been lighting it up down here in Wells Fargo Arena, but held in check by this Dyke New Hartford team. Just 8 points tonight. And 30-second timeout taken by Coach Dahl to save the possession. And let's listen in with Coach Dahl.
Hey, we're 4 out. Peyton, why don't you go do a triangle, okay? And then while Peyton's doing a triangle and trying to take her person, you guys look to drive baseline, okay? So she'll be occupying kind of the middle a little bit. You guys attack the baseline. Get your girls sealed up, get into Peyton. Peyton, wheel and deal. Ladies, we are shooting free throws the rest of the way. All right, so be Peyton, keep being on the attack here, all right? Let's go.
Reminder of what's to come. Stay on the attack. And you're offensively going to set up a little triangle set. Coach Dahl secured his 500th career win this season. He is a Dyke alum. As Jaden Peterson stole it right back after the great defensive play by the Lions. And I think before the steal back, Central Lyon head coach Heather Grafing got a timeout. Whoa, similar to how Dyke New Hartford saved a possession there. Coach Grafing saves a possession here.
Matching the intensity.
And a full timeout taken by Heather Grafing. Let's listen in.
Whoever's got the ball, whether it's Addie or Afton, right away, let's go ahead and get a screen on that. We want to get in here, make a foul, get to the line, stop the clock. All right? 99 sideline lock, every rebound. Now sit till the horn goes. Hang on. Let's go make this interesting, ladies, all right? They're playing on their heels. Let's go get it. Defense, 1, 2, 3. Hey, you get stuck, we got timeouts yet. You get stuck, we got timeouts. Keep working, kid.
Still notice the confidence in that Central Lyon huddle. Ellie, you mentioned the boys basketball team will be the #1 seed at the state tournament next week. The football team won state this past fall. Coach Grafing says we've gotten so much support, courtesy even the football coach. He's been texting me encouraging things all week long after each game. And just looking for 4 more minutes and a big rally here.
She wants her players to start making things interesting, and they have just enough time to do that. And again, like you said, their motto was, how do you eat an elephant? Okay.
2 points at a time,
2
right?
2 points at a time, but also also getting stops one at a time.
Alexis Austin made that basket. The feed from Schlumbum, and there is a stop. And now Hugendorn is going to drive all the way to a nice little 5-footer. Back-to-back buckets makes it a 10-point game.
And we've seen Brad Central Line get to the middle, splitting that defense, just not able to finish their shots. If they can get some little jumpers like that and some floaters in the lane, they're going to be back in this game in no time.
Landfair dribbles out of the corner. Bixby looking to get it inside. Jaden Peterson kicks it out. 6 on the shot clock. Jaden Peterson attacks. Shot blocked away by Hugendorn. And just 1 second on the shot clock for Dike New Hartford.
That was great help right there by Desta, too.
The lob, the catch, and the shot by Knock, no. And the rebound by Hugendorn, throws it ahead for Jansma, saves it from going out of bounds, but right to the Wolverines. Knock working with Peterson. Now Peyton Peterson calling for it inside.
Timeout.
That's the first time I didn't hear the whistle.
I know, it was kind of like a 2-second pause right there of what's going on.
Everyone in Wells Fargo Arena just went silent. Let's listen in to head coach Bruce Dahl.
Jump out on that. Hey, we're gonna go, we're gonna run horns, okay? But they're gonna jump out on it, so be ready, okay? So, for Jaden, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna come this way with it, catch it, and just, you know that they're gonna jump out on that, okay? So then what I want you to do is to dribble down here and go there. Peyton, come over here. Ellery, come over here on this side. Marn, come over here, and Camille, come over here, okay? So when they jump, you're gonna attack it. Screen and go over there, yep. We gotta go now, yeah. 6, yep. All right, hey, we need to play here. We need to get the line or something here, okay? Here we go.
I like the sense of urgency Coach Dahl is putting in his kids. We got to get a play right now. Can't play timid when you have a 10-point lead.
And if you looked on his whiteboard, it looks like he drew up a little bit of a clear out where they're going to overload one side of the floor and then try and get an easy layup for 2.
Bixby will trigger it in. And Jaden Peterson tipped it on this side of half court. And I think Coach Grafine is saying that should be
over and back.
An over and back, but we have a foul called on Central Lyon.
How many is this?
And so up to the free throw line goes Jaden Peterson. 5'8" junior. Will play volleyball at the University of Northern Iowa. Was on the All-State Basketball Tournament team in 2021 and 2022. Her 2 older twin sisters and her mom watching her and her twin sister, Peyton Peterson, playing a championship game for the 3rd time in their career. And there's Peyton with the putback for 2.
Her sister has her back. She's going to go after that board and finish the play.
Schlumbum out to close the board. Fade away, tough shot. Schlumbum offensive rebound. Kicked it out, thought she had Hugendorn on that backside, but Hugendorn cut baseline instead of out towards the block. It rolls out of bounds, and the Wolverines get it back. Substitutions, you see Weiler and Floyd check out. Jansma and Austin on the floor. Here's Peyton Peterson inside. Double pump, good for 2.
There's not a lot you can do right there as a defender. She's so good down low.
6 foot tall and just so physical, so strong. Quick to the answer that time from Austin. And that foul is going to go on Schlumbum there. Schlumbaum a little shaken up. One, it hurts physically, but two, they get charged with the foul.
I think she just got called for a warning. Coach Grafing.
So up to the free throw line, Peyton Peterson. Misses the free throw. Central line with the ball, final 2 minutes. And a traveling violation called. Knott gets it back to Peterson. Minute 35 to play. Ellery Knott passes on the open three. As Coach Dahl says, back it out.
Right. If you're Dyke New Hartford right here, the clock is your friend, right? Take the time, stay patient. The clock is on your side.
And if you can keep it rolling, that bodes well for you. And Ellery Knott adds 2 more. And it's a 15-point lead for the Wolverines. They only lost 1 game all season. Bishop Garrigan, they will play for the Class 1A title next against Newell Fonda. You can catch that game right here. This Dyke New Hartford team challenged themselves all season long. They have Division I talent looking for their 3rd state championship in a row. Back-to-back state championships do not happen very much. Winning 3 in a row is even more rare. Has been accomplished in Class 1A. Springville and Newell Fonda have done it most recently. Dyke New Hartford trying to join that list here. Final minute. Up 15. Foul called. No, timeout taken by Dyke New Hartford. And let's listen in to Coach Dahl. Up 15, final minute.
Things happen, okay? All right, so hey, we're gonna go, Ellery, we're gonna go NBA with you, okay? You have the ball. We're gonna run a regular. You're up. So we're gonna do with the guards. Posts are here. So Camille and Ellery right here. Or Camille and Jay, we got guards here. Barn, get the ball, hand it off to wherever you want to go, whichever direction you want, okay? Ladies, finish this. I'm not considering this over, all right? People may be celebrating, but I'm not. Let's go.
You're in that championship game, Ellie. You want that final horn to go off because that guarantees the win. Coach to the end, right? Play to the end. That's the message.
It is. There's 38.1 seconds left in this game. So you're Dyke New Hartford, soak this up, right? Soak up every last minute you have of this season, and then when the clock says 0, enjoy it. Dyke New Hartford came up short in volleyball, could have gotten a 3-peat. They're looking to do that right now.
Ellery Knott lost it out of bounds. Central line gets it back with 30 seconds left. Close to bore, hounded all game long in this championship battle. Turnaround shot, no. Rebound to Jaden Peterson. And the shot clock is turned off. Ellery Knott with the ball in her hands. The senior, in her 4th trip to state, is going to earn her 3rd state title as Dyke New Hartford goes back to back to back. Ellie, when you win one, it's special. When you win two, it's even more special. Winning 3 in a row, it doesn't get old. It's still really, really special.
It's very special. Whether you win 1, 2, 3, or 4, they're going to remember this time for the rest of their lives.
Jaden Peterson finishes with 19 points, 9 rebounds. Her sister Peyton Peterson, 19 points, 11 rebounds to lead the way for Dyke New Hartford. For Central Lyon, Desta Hugendorn, 16 points, 7 rebounds. Dion Jansma, 12 points to lead the way, as Close de Boer has 9 points, and Schlumbum, 6 points, 4 rebounds. How about this? 7 assists for Afton Schlumbum, the senior for Central Lyon.
She's showing that she can do it all, too. Really a great point guard.
Head coach Bruce Dahl, state title number 4, and his 3rd with Dyke New Hartford. That battle for the pink t-shirts. There's pride wearing that pink t-shirt around.
There is pride wearing that pink
Fans,
t-shirt.
it is now time to recognize the Girls State Basketball Championship presented by Iowa Farm Bureau Class 2A All-Tournament Team. Presenting the awards is Brent Johnson, President of the Iowa Farm Bureau. Joining him are members of the IGH SAU Board of Directors, Travis Fleshner, Russ Adams, Jim Beamer, Jennifer Donalds, and Ron Fodness. Here is your Class 2A All-Tournament team. From Dyke New Hartford, Jaden Peterson. From Central Lyon, Desta Hugendorn. From Pocahontas area, Akesa Dutcher. From Sibley Ocheyedan, Madison Brower. From Central Lyon, Addison Klosterboer. And your Class 2A All-Tournament team captain. From Dyke New Hartford, Peyton Peterson.
So Peyton Peterson wins her 3rd state all-tournament team captain honor. And there is 6 ladies that just had fantastic trips down to state. Elliot, Pocahontas Indian in that group as well.
Pokey power right there. Great tournament by all 6 of these girls. It was really, really fun to watch this Class 2A battle in all of the games, really.
Some of the highlights: Addison Close de Boer ties the state record, 8 threes in the quarterfinal, scores 30 point. Peyton Peterson, a triple-double in the semis.
Presenting the award is Tanner Anderson of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. This year's top producer of the 2A championship game. From Dyke New Hartford, Jaden Peterson. Now fans, please help us recognize your 2023 Class 2A runner-up, the Lions of Central Lyon and head coach Heather Grafing. Now fans, let's hear it for your 2023 Class 2A champions, the Wolverines of Dyke New Hartford and head coach Bruce Dahl.
Ellie, so much joy winning a state championship. Dyke New Hartford doing it now the 3rd year in a row. This is a special group right here.
Very, very special group. They have experience in lots of sports. Accomplishing this, it's special for sure. They're going to talk about this for the rest of their lives. Soak this up and then go have some fun.
Multiple state champs in volleyball and now 3-time state champs in basketball. Simply winners. Dyke New Hartford wins the Class 2A field, and one more game to go here on this championship Saturday. Let's go up top. Paul Yeager, set the stage, my friend.
Excellent, excellent, excellent work, you two down there, Ellie Ruffridge and Brad Wells. Great to hear your call of this ball game. And, you said it right there at the end, Brad. Dyke New Hartford known as a basketball school, or a volleyball school, but I think the basketball team's kind of making a run here at that moniker. They still have a long way to go. But one thing I want to point out, at the end of that game, I'm not sure you caught it fully on camera or appreciated it, unless you saw it in person. Right before the buzzer, the two teams that were still on the players still on the court, both for Central Lyon and Dyke New Hartford, exchanged pleasantries in a very nice, sincere form of sportsmanship. Great job to see there. And I want to thank you for joining us for our second game of our girls high school basketball championship triple header right here on Iowa PBS. So we have 2 down. 1, 2. That means 1 more to go, and it's in prime time tonight, huh? Who's ready for that? As we come back, we'll have the tip-off of the 1A championship coming your way next here on your statewide network, Iowa PBS. The Wolverines are champions again.
Funding provided by Musco Lighting, the sports lighting specialist, providing lighting systems for you, your project, and your community.
The Pella Roll Screen Foundation is a proud supporter of Iowa PBS. Pella Windows and Doors strives to better our communities and build a better tomorrow.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. For more than 80 years, Fairway has been proud to be an active part of the communities we serve. Learn more at fairway.com.
Across Iowa, hundreds of neighborhood banks strive to serve their communities, provide jobs, and help local businesses. Iowa banks are proud to back the life you build. Learn more at iowabankers.com.